or a challenge pose would be Skandasana. So it's a side lunging pose, and it requires a lot of hip and some degree of mobility in your knees. So to help us get into that pose, you will probably need some blocks, 2 blocks, or cans or stacks of books. If you wanted to be on an easier level, you can use a chair, so it will be higher as a support. So sitting up tall, sitting up on your cushion, feel the pubic bone tilts down towards the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Plant your fingers down easily into the floor and lift your spine up to the ceiling. Shift your weight slightly forward. Notice the front part of your sit bones. And then shift your weight back slightly. Notice the back part of your sit bones. Now bring your balance, or shift your weight to a place in the center where it can become effortless to lift your spine up without using too much muscular effort. And with each inhalation, lengthening your spine. Micro tilt, micro adjust the tilt of your pelvis if you need to find that extra length in your spine. And then keeping this lift. Bring your hands to Namaskara. Have your eyes closed. Take a moment to settle down into your easy cross-leg position. Bring your mind to your breath. And with each inhalation, grow a little taller. With each exhalation, root down into your sit bones. You're welcome to use this time to chant Om 3 times or a mantra of your choice. And slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands down behind you on the floor, and let's warm up our neck and our shoulders. Inhale, looking over to your right. Exhale, draw your chin down, roll the neck. Inhale, over to the other side. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Keep going, moving with your breath. Notice any sensations around your shoulders and your neck. And slowly bring your head to center, lifting your head up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms to the back and down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Reach up, exhale, arms back and down. And just making a few more circles, moving with your breath. Taking this time to sense your shoulders and the movement, the range of movement of your shoulders. Exhale, arms back and down. And let's reverse, turn the palms forward. Inhale, arms back and up. Exhale, down the center. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale. One more. Inhale, up. And exhale. Right hand down to the mat. Inhale, left arm up and over into a side bend. Soften the bottom elbow and the shoulder and reach over to the side. Lengthen from your armpit to the hip. And inhale, come back up. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Root down through your opposite hip. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale, take both arms up, reach up, and then exhale, interlace your fingers at the back. Roll your shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Elbows bent, and draw them in towards the center. Feel your sacrum at the back. So if you can feel the sacrum, the big piece of bone below your lower back. Stay here. You can keep your knees in the cross-leg position, or if you would like to stretch a bit of your calves, you can also have your toes tucked under, feet hip-width apart, and sit down towards your heel in Vajrasana. Continue to roll your shoulders down, away from your ears. Pull the shoulder blades in and down. Now inhale. Exhale, straighten your arms. Lift your arms back and up, away from the head. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale. And exhale, release the clasp. Roll your shoulders back and forward. Come onto hands and knees on the floor. If you would like to use the blocks in front of you for preparation, you're welcome to use it. Let's start with your hands, your wrists under your shoulders, and your knees hip-width apart. Keep your thighs perpendicular to the floor, directly below your hip. So you're not lunging too far forward or have your weight too far back. So you're welcome to use a mirror in front of you and check that your thigh is roughly perpendicular. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, going into our cow pose. So lift your sternum up, collarbones broad, pull the shoulders back, lift your sit bone up towards the ceiling, concave back. Exhale, draw the belly in, tuck your tailbone under, push down into the floor as you round and dome up your spine. Inhale, concave back into cow pose. Exhale, round to cat. Focus on the movement of your pelvis. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Lift your right leg up away from the floor. Hover. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your chin and allow the back to round as you push the mat down and away. Inhale, lifting the foot. Exhale, knee to chin. Draw the belly in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale. And exhale. Really try and bring the thigh up towards your face. Inhale, kicking the foot up. Exhale, step your foot, your right foot, to the outside of your right hand. So if you find this action slightly inaccessible, what you can do is to place something higher underneath your hands so that you can have a little bit more height to step your leg forward. You're welcome to keep your hands on the block or bring your hands directly on top of the mat. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up, leg up, right leg up. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift your thigh up towards your face. step forward. Inhale, kicking back and up. Exhale, thigh up and step forward. Inhale, lift your arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, turn the palm forward and draw your elbows down the side. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, elbow down the side. Feel the shoulder blades moving. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, hands down to the block. Rotate your foot, your toe, your right toe out a little bit more. And we're going into a little bit of a swaying movement with your hip. So you're welcome to place your hands a little bit further out. And then you're going to move into more like a lizard position, a lizard pose, but up and down. And here again, if you find that you want to support your left knee with some cushion or some soft pillows or blankets, you're welcome to support that bottom knee. So shifting your weight forward, descend the hip and back, and forward and back. As you move, try and keep your knee, the center of your kneecap in line with the second and third toe. And just take a moment to feel how the legs are feeling. And let's do 3 more. Sinking the hips down, opening the hip, and back, and down, and back, and down. Now press your elbow against your knee, knee against your elbow. Stay here for a few more breaths. So this action with your right leg, this external rotation and the lunging and the squatting position of that right leg is what will be used in our Skandasana. Stay here, elbow against your knee, knee against your elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push your hands down, straighten the leg. Take your right leg back. And then we're going into our left leg. So bring your hands roughly under your shoulders. Again, you're welcome to keep your hands on the block or on the mat. It's easier on the block. So inhale, lift your right leg up. Kick your foot up. Hug your thighs in towards the center. Push down into the blocks. And then exhale, draw the knee in towards your chin. Lift your thigh up as close to your face as you can. Inhale, kicking up. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale up. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, take your left leg to the outside of your left hand. And inhale, bring the leg back and up. Exhale, lift your thigh up high and step forward. And inhale, leg back. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. One more, exhale, step forward. And lift your arm up to the ceiling. Reach, lengthen through your fingertips. Inhale, hug the thighs in towards the center. Exhale, turn the palm forward as if you're pulling a string or a bar on the top. Pull. Keep your shoulders broad. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower your hands down to the block. we're going to lean forward and back. So have your toes turned out slightly if they are not already, and try and keep your knee, the center of your kneecap, in line with the second and third toe. So leaning forward. Remember, you're welcome to cushion that right knee here if your knee is uncomfortable. And then continue to move, feeling the left hip. As you sink down, it rotates outwards. Just gently opening the left hip. And here again, notice if there's any discomfort in your left knee as you shift forward and back. If there are, remember to move, make adjustments with the angle of your foot so that it can be in the safest alignment. And then sinking down, keep your elbow against your knee, knee against your elbow, press against each other. Stay here. Try and keep the spine straight, collarbones broad, protruding the chest forward, and stay. Taking 3 more deep breaths here. And inhale. Exhale, slowly push down into the block and lift your back leg, your front leg back. Remove the block in front of you. Place it in the front if you're using the blocks. And then keep your legs, your knees wider than your hips. Sides of the big toes touch, sit down to your heel. Rest your forehead down to the mat. You're welcome to roll your wrists, making circular movements with your wrists. And then extend, plant your hands down into the floor. Walk your hands out away from your body. So your elbows are slightly lifted. Come into an active child's pose. Have your gaze forward. Make sure that your wrists are shoulder width or wider. And as you plant your hands down, feel the suction cup forming in the center of your palm while everything else is down. Pressing into the thumb side of your hands, the index finger, the tips of your fingers are engaged. And inhale, look forward, lift your hip up. Tucking the toes under, exhale, lift your knees off and push back into downward facing dog. Keep your legs hip width apart, and then you're welcome to paddle your feet. Allow the hips to sway from side to side. Lowering one heel at a time, and notice if there's tightness around your calves, you're welcome to stay whichever side you feel the most needed for the stretch. And now stay with both knees slightly bent. Sit bone lift up slightly, feeling length across your spine as you push the mat away from you. Press into the thumb side and your index finger. Maintain that suction cup in your hands. Inhale, look forward. Step your feet forward. Feet hip width apart, hands either on your blocks or in front of your legs. Come into a half lift. Straight back, and you're welcome to straighten your knees. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Release your neck and your back. Take a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms back. Lift up with a straight spine. Reach the arms up, lengthen the sides. Exhale, arms back, fold forward. Hands on the blocks, relax your neck. Inhale into half lift. Straight back, straight legs. Notice the activation of your back muscles. Notice A slight pulling of your hamstring as you straighten the leg, but not in your buttocks nor behind your knee. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down to the mat, step back into plank. In your plank, shoulders slightly behind your wrists, legs are hip width apart, press through your heel, straighten the legs, draw the pubic bone up towards your head, push down with your hands, keep your collarbones broad, inhale. And exhale, lower your knees down, keep the engagement of your abs. Shift your weight forward as you bend your elbow, lower chest and hip down at the same time. Inhale, lift up to baby cobra, pulling the sternum forward and then lifting up. Roll the shoulders back, hug your elbows in, lengthening the back part of your body. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift up to your knees and then up to downward facing dog. Staying in your down dog. Taking 3 more deep breaths. As you exhale, draw the belly in. You're welcome to take a slight bend in your knees here if you have tight hamstrings. Maintaining the length in your spine. And then if you want to work a little bit more into your hamstring stretch, try and keep the tilt in your pelvis and work to descend your heel. If you want to notice any difference in sensation by rotating your heels slightly outwards, see how that feels across your calves. Now inhale, look forward, step your feet forward. Feet hip width, hands on blocks, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms back, reach up to the ceiling. This time lift your heart, lift your gaze, going into a slight back bend. Exhale, arms back, fold. Inhale, half lift, concave back. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back with the other leg and come into plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, control landing. Inhale, baby cobra. Pulling the spine forward, lengthen through the crown of your head. Roll the shoulders back, hug your elbows in. Press gently into the tops of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes. Draw the belly in as you lift your hip. And then bring your knees up, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in down dog. Explore with a different position in your heels to feel a different part of your calves stretch. And then inhale, looking forward, ripple your spine forward, come into your half lift. Step forward, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms back, reach up to the ceiling. This time interlace your fingers, turn the palms up to the ceiling. Press through your knuckles, lift your shoulders up, and then try and soften the top of your shoulders as you reach the shoulder blades up. Inhale, pushing through your hands and palm. Exhale, going into a right hand side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, left hand side bend. Ground through your right foot. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release the clasp of your hands. Sweep your arms back and fold forward. Relax your neck. Inhale into the half lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Hands on the mat. step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, control landing. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay 3 deep breaths, feeling the base of your fingers, especially your thumbs and your index finger. Feeling the balls of the foot, see if you can lift your toes, engaging the shins, and then descend your heels a little bit more. Try and keep that length in your spine. Lower your toes down. Inhale, shift your weight forward, step your feet forward. Come into your half lift with the feet together. Inhale and exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit down to an imaginary chair. Inhale, sweep your arms up into chair pose. Notice here again, keep your knee, the top of your knee, on the top of your toes. So you should still be able to see a little bit of your toes past your knee. And draw the belly in as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen through around your ribs. Two more deep breaths. And inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, arms back, fold. Inhale into half lift. Exhale, bend your knee, hands on the mat, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, control landing. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and draw the knee up towards your face. Shift your weight forward as you step forward. Coming into this high lunge position, runner's lunge. Keeping the legs hip width apart. Now rotate your left thigh outwards, lower the heel. Front knee is still on top of the ankle, in line with the second and third toe. Keeping the back leg active, straighten the leg. Keep the inner arches of the feet lifted. Inhale, push down with the front foot, arms up for warrior one. Reaching through your fingertips, keeping your shoulders facing forward. Descend a little bit more. Hold here as you exhale, draw the belly in. As you inhale, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your body towards the left side and open your arms for warrior two. In your warrior two, hold, sitting down through your hips, shoulders back and down, reach your both hands out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, lower your back arm, lift your front arm overhead into a side bend position, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, bring your front arm down and lower your elbow down to your knee. Take your back arm overhead into side angle pose. See if you can descend your hips here a little bit more. Maybe you need to widen your stance. And inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep your hands down to the floor. Lift your back heel up. Lower your back knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, draw the front knee back, back knee forward. Hugging the hips in towards the center. Inhale, keep your spine upright. Exhale, arms down and hands to the floor. Tap the toes under and step forward. Come into your half lift, hands to the blocks or in front of your knees, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Legs are still hip width apart. Inhale, take a slight bend in the knees, sweep your arms back, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, descend your hips, sitting down to chair pose. So with your feet, your legs hip width apart. Remember to keep your knees still in line with the second and third toe. So adjust the position of your foot if necessary, and then stay with the knees hip width apart. Hold here. Imagine there's a ball between your thighs, keeping the inner arches of the feet lifted. Chair pose. Almost like a squat. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, arms back, fold. Hands either on the mat or on your blocks. Relax your neck. Inhale into half lift. Exhale, hands down and step back into plank. Inhale, in your plank. Exhale, draw the belly in, press through your heel, holding your plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, control landing. Inhale, baby cobra. Ribs forward and up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, tap your toes, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Draw the thigh up as you shift your weight forward. Step forward. Keeping your runner's lunge, legs are still hip width apart. And inhale. Front knee on top of your ankle, in line with the second and third toe. Exhale, rotate your right thigh outwards. Lower your back heel. Inhale. Exhale, push down through your front foot. Arms up into your warrior one position. Reaching through your fingers. And then lift, keep the lift of the inner arch of the foot. Continue to transfer the energy from the floor by activating the soles of your feet. Shoulders facing forward, lengthen through the sides. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your body to your right side. Lower your arms down for warrior two. Roll the shoulders back, soft neck. Reach the fingers out to the side, keeping your collarbones broad. Descend a little bit more here if you can, if you wish. And still keeping the front knee on top of your ankle. Steady, warrior two. Strong. Inhale. Exhale, lower your back arm down. Turn the front palm up and going into a side bend. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Bend your front elbow, rest it on the knee. And then place your front arm overhead. Reach up through your little finger, lengthening the sides from your armpit all the way down to the outside of your back heel. Descend the hips a little bit more here if you can find a little bit more opening in the hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down to the mat. Rotate your back heel up. So roll the thigh inwards as you lift your heel. And then step forward. Come into your half lift. Legs are hip width apart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms back, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to prayer, preparing for tree pose. So in your tree pose, starting with your right leg, rotate your right thigh outwards, opening the hip, keeping the bottom foot steady, hug the hips in towards the center. Inhale, slide your foot up as high as you can. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sliding up. Exhale, lower. Continue to hug the hips in towards the center. Inhale, lift. And then plant your foot to wherever it lands. Hold here. You're welcome to place your foot below the kneecap if it's okay for you, if it feels more stable for you. Lengthen through the crown of your head, hug the hips in, push down through the standing foot. And inhale, sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, ground and root down into your standing foot. Keeping the arches of the standing foot lifted. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to prayer and lower your foot. Walk it out. And we'll go into the other side. So feet hip width apart. Rotate your left thigh outwards and slide your toe up as high as you can. And lower. Inhale, lift. Maybe you'll feel a slight difference between your right leg and your left leg. One side may be slightly higher than the other. Or be able to slide up a little higher than the other. And then plant your foot down to wherever it lands. Welcome to keep it below the knee. And hold. Lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, draw everything in towards the center. Roots down to your standing foot. And as you inhale, lengthen and expand. Hold here. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the ceiling and reach up. Feeling the activation on the soles of your standing foot. 2 more deep breaths. Focus on the spot in front of you. Inhale and exhale, hands down, lower your foot. Walk it out and come to your Tadasana position on the short edge of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, arms back and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knee, hands on the mat. Step your right leg back. Rotate your right thigh outwards, lower the heel, and walk your hands to your right side of the mat. Continue to lift and adjust the left foot as you rotate, so that your feet is now pointing to the right side of your mat. Keep your legs slightly wider than your hips, but have your toes pointing out to the side. Now we're going into our goddess pose. So this is the place where you might need 2 blocks underneath your hands, or you're welcome to grab a chair so that your hands can be a little bit higher than the blocks. Now coming into our squat, just going into a few sliding, gliding, swaying of your hips from side to side. And again, notice that your kneecap should still be in the same direction as the second and third toe as you bend your knees. Going from side to side. Just warming up our body for Skandasana position. And then keeping your hips to the center. Inhale, knees are bent. You're welcome to descend your hips a little bit more here. Reach your arms up for goddess pose. Lengthen through your fingers. Descend and sit down between, as if there's a stool between your legs. No tension, no pain on your knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn the palms out and draw. Pull an imaginary bar. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, pull. Elbows in line with your shoulders. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull. Hold here. You're welcome to bring the tip of your thumb and your index finger to touch. And you're welcome to challenge and lift your heels up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can lower the heel and straighten the legs. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your hands down to your waist. Preparing for our triangle pose. So, rotate your right leg out to the side. Back foot slightly in. Make sure that your heels are not on a straight line. So there's a slight gap between your heels. Straighten both legs, ground through your back foot, the back heel, lift the inner arches up, and avoid locking your front knee. Float your arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach the arm forward onto the side, to your right side. And then lower your hands down to either the block or the front of your shin, taking your back arm up to the ceiling. Reach up for triangle pose. Lean slightly back, finding openness across the front as well as the back of your body. And inhale. Exhale, hold, draw the belly in. Turn the chest slightly up to the ceiling. And inhale, slowly bend your knee. Lift yourself back up, straighten the leg. Rotate your leg to the front again. Come into our goddess pose. Once more. Hands to your hips. Have your toes turned out slightly. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, descend the hips. Remember to keep your kneecap in line with the second and third toe. If not, you're welcome to adjust the angle of your foot. And inhale, arms up. Hold here. As you exhale, gently draw the pelvic floor up. As you inhale, lengthen through your body, creating space along your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to your hips. Skandasana on the other side. So rotate your left thigh outwards. Make sure your legs are not on one straight line. So your heels are slightly apart, back foot turned in slightly. Lift the inner arches of the feet. Engage your thighs and float your arms up. Legs are straight. Inhale. Exhale, reach through your front arm and then lower your hands down to the shin, the front of your shin, and then take your back arm up to the ceiling. Reach up, creating length along the underside of your body. Again, finding space across the front and the back of your body. So if you find that your body is lunging forward, try taking your back as if there's a wall behind you and reach up through your top finger. Inhale. Exhale, take a slight bend in your front knee. Lift back up. Straighten the leg. Hands to your hips. And pivot your foot back to center. Stepping back so that your feet are on the same plane. Inhale, have your toes turned out slightly. Exhale, bend your knee, coming into your squat. Goddess squat. This time, see if you can sway from side to side with your hips without using a block. And again, if you find that this is not comfortable for your knees, you're welcome to have your weight down to the block and or to the chair to support your knee. Otherwise, try without it. And then inhale, exhale, come to center. Squatting down a little bit more. Reach your hands down to either the floor or your support. We're going into Skandasana. So bending your left knee. Slowly descend your hip. Now here, you might find that your left heel start to lift. And that's fine. But otherwise, try and keep them grounded. As you lower your hips down, it's quite a deep squat. Make sure your knees are still comfortable. If not, come up a little bit higher so you don't have to drop your hips all the way down. Now, with your other leg, rotate the toe up towards the ceiling and coming into a side lunge. Now shift your weight back to center. Going over to the other side, your left side or your right side. Descend your hips a little bit more, lift your opposite foot, your toes up towards the ceiling, and then see if you can squat down a little bit more. Pressing the heel down. Remember not to lock your straight knee. And inhale, exhale, come back to center. Move your hips from side to side. So it's a good idea if you are doing it for the first time, do it with your hands on something, either on the block or on the chair, so a little bit higher. Now we're going into a full Skandasana. So if you have any knee injuries, don't stress yourself and stress your knee into the full pose. So now going into my right side, and then come into Skandasana, sinking my hips down, rotate the heel up, and bring the hands to prayer. Elbow against your knee, knee against your elbow, and lift your chest. And then inhale, exhale, lower your hands, going over to the other side. Descend the hip, keep your knee in the same direction as your toe, second and third toe, and rotate the toe up, come into Skandasana. Hold here, inhale, exhale, hands down, and come back to center. Now walking my hands back to the front edge of the mat, rotate the feet, the heel, hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale, knees down, control landing. Inhale, baby cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Welcome to use this time to paddle your feet. Lower one heel at a time. And then stay in your down dog. Keeping the heels descending, feeling the hamstring stretch. Keeping the tilt of your pelvis so you can find a little bit more length in your spine. Soften the neck. And inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down. Knees wider than your hips. Sides of the big toes touch and sit down to the heels. Rest in child's pose. Normalizing your breath. Soften the shoulders, soften the hips. And then slowly walk your hands back. Come to our seated posture. Bring a cushion underneath your hips. And then straighten the legs in front of you. Keeping the legs hip width apart. Sit on the front edge of your foam or your cushion. Allow the pelvis to tilt down. Lift it back up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Fingertips lightly down into the mat. Sitting up tall in Skandasana. As you exhale, gently draw the belly in. As you inhale, can you find a little bit more length? And then bending the right knee. Bring the right foot across over to the left side. Now we'll have our offer options here. First, staying in this modified position of the Ardha Matsyendrasana, or you can try bending your left knee and then have the foot on the outside of your right hip. So the left foot is on the outside of the right hip, and your right foot is planted down to the floor. Hugging here, try and keep your knees in the center line, drawing the knee in towards your chest, chest to the knee. Root down through the outside of your right hip. Gently press your left toe down into the floor. And so if this position is not comfortable for your knee, you're welcome to keep the bottom knee straight, as what we have demonstrated just now. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Feel the thighs rolling inwards. We've done a lot of hip opening today, so we want to introduce other rotation of the hip. So it's a counter rotation. Feel the thighs roll in towards the center, draw the thighs in towards the center. Gently press into your left middle toe and sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, hook your left elbow across your right knee and going into a twist. So sweep your right arm to the back. Lift your spine up a little bit more here. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in as you twist. Stay here. Keep your gaze down to the floor behind you. Find a little bit more length in your neck. Softness in the shoulders. But keeping the shoulders down, away from your ears. Now inhale, looking forward, release your twist, and straighten your legs in front of you. You're welcome to shake it out, and going over to the other side. Starting in your Skandasana, sit up tall, and then bending your left knee. Take the left foot over and across. So if your knee is uncomfortable, if the bottom knee gets uncomfortable, stay in this modification of Ardha Matsyendrasana. Otherwise, bend your right knee. You can lean slightly out to the side as you bend your knee, and then bring the right foot to the outside of your hip, left hip. Gently roll the thigh in towards the center. Try and keep your knees on the center line. Tugging the knee in towards your chest, chest towards your knee. Gently press your right little toe down into the floor. And feel the left hip, the outside of the left hip, descending down towards the mat. Hold here. Breathe. Adjust the position of your right foot so it can be the ankle, the foot, the top of your foot, and your shin is roughly a straight line. So your ankle is nice and straight. Now inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in. Hook your right elbow around the knee. Take your left arm to the back. Fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, lift your spine up. Exhale, draw the belly in and twist. Each time you inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Each time you exhale, twist. Hold here, breathe. And inhale, looking forward, release your twist. Straighten your leg in front of you and shake it out. And preparing for Shavasana. So shift your weight forward. Have your foam or your cushion supporting your head. And then recline down to your mat. Have the neck supported by the pillow. Before we rest completely, hug your knees into your chest. As you exhale, soften the thighs, soften the belly, soften the buttocks. And slowly release your legs down to the floor. Straighten your legs in front of you, have them as wide as the mat. And then relax your arms out to the side. Find a comfortable angle for your arms. Scan through the body. Notice if there are any tension, and then make adjustments. Scanning for symmetry in your body. Once you're happy with your current position, start to focus on your breathing. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 6. Taking deep, conscious breaths. Notice the sensations of your breath, your inhalations and your exhalations. Notice the pace of your breath. Notice where the inhalations create micro expansions inside your body. Perhaps along the front of your hip, around your belly, around your ribs, even to the top of your shoulders. And as you exhale, notice how the body softens a little bit more. Grounding into the floor, through the back body. The heaviness of your hips, heaviness of your arms and the legs. Taking a few more rounds of this conscious breathing. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. Gradually increase your exhalation to the count of 8. You're welcome to stay here a little longer in your breathing meditation. If you're ready to come out, bring some movement to your fingers and toes. Roll your wrist and your ankles. Taking a deep, long inhalation as you reach your arms overhead. Take a nice long stretch across the body, the sides, and then bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Thanking your knees, circling your knees, giving it love and kindness. Thanking your hips. And then thanking your whole body. Roll over to your side of choice. Lift yourself up to seated. Bring your hands, bring your cushion underneath your buttocks and sit up tall. Have an easy cross in the legs. Find the length in your spine again. Feeling the positions of your body, your shoulders, your spine, the posture, so you can keep your spine in neutral without too much muscular tension. And then bring your hands to prayer. You're welcome to end the class by chanting Om 3 times or a mantra of your choice, or an affirmation that you have identified. And slowly bring your hands to your forehead, thanking the heaven, the earth. Thank our leaders, our parents, teachers, all our family and friends. People we have encountered physically or online, giving them blessing and sliding your hands to your heart. Thanking yourself, thanking your body, giving yourself healing with the power of love and kindness. And passing this healing to others with love and kindness. Take a gentle bow in recognition of your own practice. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.